is resolved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.
Hello friends, this is Shreyans Kothari and I welcome you all to the YouTube channel of S. Chand Academy. Yes, you have landed the right place because here we are with the video solution of Quantitative Aptitude. Man, this is the book. This is the book you need for any examination. I think the most comprehensive book for Quantitative Aptitude in any competition. You name the competition exam. You want to go for UPSC, it is there. You want to go for bank, you want to go for SSC, railways, campus recruitments, whatever you want to go for, just go for this book first. And this book is a gateway for all the competition examination. आपको क्या करना है? This channel provides you a lot of video solutions. The basic concept we follow is we just clear the concept first and we take some of the questions from the chapters so that you get everything about that chapter in a single video. अगर आपके पास book नहीं है, अभी जाइए book लीजिए. But this video can act as a standalone video because by using this video, by viewing this video, the chapter will be clear itself. So, what are you waiting for? Without wasting time, let's move to the chapter. So, here we are with the chapter number 22, that is simple interest. Simple interest, नाम से बहुत simple है, but I don't think that will be simple. Let's make it simple. Simple बनाते हैं इसे. सबसे पहले we get important facts and formulas here. Okay, so what exactly simple interest is? Basically, आप किसी से पैसे लेते हैं या किसी को पैसे देते हैं on you can say loan पे या just borrow money, not complete money but borrow money. आप उधार ले रहे हैं. उधार ले रहे हैं 100 रुपए तो वापस 100 रुपए नहीं देंगे ना. उस उधार को जो आपने लिया है you will give with some extra money and that extra money is simple interest. Generally, simple interest or compound interest, which we call it interest. So what is interest? The money borrowed or lent out for a certain period of time is known as principal or the sum. Principal उसे कहेंगे जो पैसा आपने उधार लिया है या दिया है. जो भी money आपने borrow या lend किया है, that amount is known as principal or the sum. Now interest is that extra money paid for using others' money is known as interest. As I told you, आपने किसी से 100 रुपए लिए तो वापस उसको 100 नहीं दोगे यार, उसने आपकी हेल्प करी है. You will pay him some extra. So that extra money is known as interest. That may be simple interest or compound interest. Simple interest. If the interest on sum borrowed for a certain period of time reckoned uniformly, then it is known as simple interest. Uniformly का मतलब क्या? अगर आपका जो भी इंटरेस्ट है, जो भी आपको उसे देना है, जो भी आपने मनी एक्स्ट्रा देना है, अगर वो यूनिफॉर्मली एवरी पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए होगा, से फॉर एग्जांपल 3 इयर्स के लिए, सो 100 रुपीज के ऊपर आपका जो इंटरेस्ट बनना है फर्स्ट ईयर के लिए, सेकेंड ईयर के लिए, थर्ड ईयर के लिए, ऑल 3 इयर्स के लिए अगर वो सेम है, इट इज नोन एज सिंपल इंटरेस्ट. राइट? फॉर्मूला क्या है? प्रिंसिपल को हमने P बना दिया, R को रेट बना दिया एंड पर एनम है एंड टाइम इज T ईयर. सो एक बहुत ही बेसिक ट्रेडिशनल फॉर्मूला if you see is SI is equal to PRT by 100. SI, that is simple interest, is simply PRT by 100. बहुत simple है, ये याद कर चुके हैं and you have learnt it a lot of time earlier. So P की value क्या हो जाएगी? 100 into SI divided by RT. Simple. R की value हो जाएगी 100 into SI divided by PT and PR. So that you can do like exchange offer चलता रहेगा. But basic formula is PRT by 100, that is SI. Simple interest is PRT by 100. And other formula can be evaluated. Evolved. So we have here with the question number 3 of the exercise. So a sum of money doubles in 10 years. 10 years में double हो जाएगा. Double कैसे हो जाएगा? See, if I give you 100 rupees and I get back 200 rupees, that means 100 is the extra amount I get. That extra amount is what? Interest. So if the interest is equal to the principal, that means principal is double now. अगर मैं कहूं interest जो है वो principal के बराबर हो जाए, interest और principal बराबर हो जाएंगे तो principal plus interest तभी तो वो double होगा, right? So what we do is simple thing we need to do. sum of money gets double. So if, say for example, principal SI, that is simple interest, and the principal, if both are equal, that means it has got double. So we know the formula, SI is equal to P into R into T divided by 100, right? So SI is P is P, rate of interest we need to know, and time is 10 years and divided by 100. So first thing first, P is cancelled, so 100 goes there. So if 100 goes there is equal to R into 10. So R is equal to 100 by 10, that is 10% rate of interest. If the rate of interest is 10% and it is like for 10 years, the money gets doubled, right? Move on to the next question. Here we go. Question number 4. IIPM Rohtak 2020, very recent question. Present sum of money amounts to 800 in 2 years and 920 in 3 years. Then the present sum of money is what? See, one thing is for sure, that if it is, say for example, if I get X money in 2 years, if I get Y money in 3 years, so the difference between these two is the interest only, because every year the interest gets added. So if you subtract this value from this value, you will get the actual interest per year interest, right? So 920 minus 800, you get 0, then 2, then 1. 120 is amount of interest per year. So what is the question? Then the present sum of money. So 800 is the amount, that is principal plus 1 year interest plus second year interest, right? Principal plus first year interest plus second year interest. So interest is uniform, that is 120. So principal plus 120 plus 120 is equal to 800. That is the amount a person gets after 2 years. So principal is equal to 800. This 120 and 120 is 240. This 240 goes there, so 800 minus 240. So we got 0 here, we got 6 here, 8 is 7, so we got 560. So 560 is the amount, that is the principal amount, where it got 120 and 120, and in 2 years it got 800, and in 3 years it got 920. So in a very simple manner I did. Why did I do very simple manner and not tricky manner or very short tricks? I just want that each and every student gets to know कि कैसे हमें question करना है. That's it. Basic concept आपका clear होगा. किसी भी question में आप actually फंसेंगे नहीं. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, question number 7 we have. SSC CAPF, ASI and Delhi Police SI exam 2017. What is the question? What is the simple interest on PRT? Everything is given. I guess very easy question, but let's do it. PRT by 100. What is principal? That is 7200. Rate is 14% and the time is 7 years and you need to divide it by 100. Right? So we have 72 into 14 into 7. Do it very easily and simplified way. 72 into 14. So 4 2s are 8, 4 7s are 28. We write 72 here, we got 8 here, we got 0 here, we got 1 here, 1008. When this 1008 multiplied by 7, we got 8 into 7, 56, 0, 7056. Is there any option like 7056? Yes, it is. So do it simply so that you get the answer simply. कोई तरह का झोल झाल नहीं. Simple question, simple way. यही आपको एग्जाम में भी करना है. So move on to the next question. We have next question, question number 16 for you. We are trying कि आपको एक एक कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छे समझ आ जाए. SI का यानी सिंपल इंटरेस्ट का कोई क्वेश्चन आप एग्जाम में लीव ना करो. उसके लिए दैट इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट इज you need to solve each and every question of this book. Don't leave a single question. That is most important. Do all the questions. And yes, आगे बढ़ने से पहले अभी के अभी सब्सक्राइब करें आपका प्यारा चैनल एस चांद अकेडमी, बिकॉज नए वीडियोस आएंगे, अपडेटेड वीडियोस आएंगे, वो आपको कैसे पता चलेगा? सब्सक्राइब करिए, बेल आइकन को प्रेस करिए एंड गेट द न्यू नोटिफिकेशंस ऑल द टाइम. And yes, move ahead. Next question is question number 16. The simple interest on a sum of money is 16 by 25. That SI is given. SI is 16.25 of principal. The number of years is equal to the rate of interest per annum. What is the rate of interest per annum? Let's see. I just try it out. See. First is principal. That is, say for example, P. SI is P of what? 16 by 25. So 16 by 25 is the SI. Now R is equal to T. So R is equal to T. And interest is what you need. So what is the formula? SI is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. So what is SI? SI is P 16 by 25. So 16P divided by 25 is equal to what? P into T into T. No. R into R, because we have to find R. So we put T is equal to R. And upon 100 we need to do. So we have got 100. P se P cancel. Into 16 by 25 is equal to what? Is equal to R square, because R into R is R square. 100 gone there. Just do one thing. Root यहाँ पे कर दीजिए, इसको क्रॉस कर दीजिए. 100 का 10 बचेगा, 16 का 4 बचेगा, 25 का 5 बचेगा. इसको 2 कर दीजिएगा. So rate of interest is 8%. 4 into 2 is 8%. So एक बार जब आप क्वेश्चन देखते हैं आपको लगता है कि कैसा क्वेश्चन आ गया, बट जब इस क्वेश्चन को करने लगते हैं, once you start doing it and you will get to know, okay, this thing done, this thing done, this thing done. Just the simplification is left. Now we move on to the next question. Question number 22. What does it say? The interest earned on 15,000 in 3 years is 5400. Find the rate of interest. I guess it is again IBPS exam, online exam question 2015. It is asked in the exam, right? So what we'll do is SI is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. So what is PRT? P is given 15,000. Time is given 3 years and rate of interest we need to find. We have to write 100 so that it gets cancelled out. SI, simple interest, is given 5400. So 1 0 cancels here. Now do one thing. 540 and 3, just cancel it out. So we get 5 is like 1 times, we get 24. 3 into 8 is 18, and we have 0, so we put a 0 there. So 18, okay, so do one thing also. Just cancel out, 18 is like 6 times and it is 5 times. Still we have left with 5, that is 12 into 5 is 60. So rate of interest is 12%. Directly, बस हम कट करते गए, R की वैल्यू 12 बच गई, 12% is given. कुछ भी ना करना पड़ा और ऐसा ही एग्जाम में होगा, because all the questions are from the examination. ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन आते हैं. आप ये मत सोचिए बहुत ज्यादा इजी है, बहुत ज्यादा टफ है. Do the questions. पहले clear the concept in mind and then just click it. We move on to next question. The sum invested in scheme B is thrice the sum invested in scheme A. जो sum आपने scheme B में लगाया है वो scheme A का 3 times है. The investment in the scheme A is made for 4 years at 8% per annum. Confuse ना हो जाएं इसलिए हम लोग लिख लेते हैं scheme A. It is for 8% and 4 years. So I write 4 years and 8%. What about B then? Scheme B for 2 years and 13. So 2 years and 13%. Is it like 13% per annum? Yes, it is. So scheme B is like that. And starting mein de rakha tha the sum B is thrice the sum of A. So B is equal to 3A. We can go like this, that whatever amount is A is the principal amount of A and B is the principal amount of B, right? Now the interest earned from the both the schemes, the total interest is 1320. So we know that SI from A plus SI from B must be 1320. That is it. So let's calculate this first. Okay. SI from A. SI from A is PRT by 100 plus PRT by 100 is equal to 1320. That is what given is. Okay. So write all the values. What is P for A? That is A. Then what is R? R is rate of interest for A. That is 8. Then time is 4 by 100. P for second, that is B. B is 3A. So I write directly 3A. For B, it is 3A. Then time is 2 years and years, the percentage is 13% by 100. And that comes out to be 1320, right? Okay. So do one thing. Just calculate this first. This is multiplication, not right. This is multiplication. So here it is 32A by 100. Here we got 100. So 13 into 2 is 26. 26 into 3 is 26. 26. 78. 78A is like 320. So what I'll do is put 100 here. We just add 78 and 32. 78 and 32 is 110, I guess. Yes, it is 110. A is equal to 1320. So what we'll do is A is equal to 1320 into 100 divided by 110. So 0 gets cancelled out. 11 ones are 11. We got 2 here, 22. So 12 and 0. So 120 and 0. So A is equal to 1200, right? What is asked? What is asked? How much amount was invested by A? So scheme A mein kitna tha? 1200. This is the option number 1, and we got it. We got to question number second. That is question number 31. A person borrows rupees 5,000 for 2 years at 4% annum, and he immediately lends it to another person with 6 by 4% for 2 years. Find the gain in the transactions per year, right? We need to find the gain. So first find out the amount, the interest, because the amount is same. Amount is same, though that will not be a gain. Gain will be only interest. So SI first minus SI second, or I must say SI second, that will be a bigger one to the SI1 is the total profit, right? What is SI2? SI2 is 6/1 by 4 for 2 years. So whatever the principal is, say for example, principal is X. Principal is given 5,000. So 5,000 into R, rate of interest is 6/1 by 4 into T, that is 2 years, divide by 100 minus 5,000 for 2 years into 4%, right? Divide by 100. So we don't need, right? Sorry. We don't need to write a percent there. We put it 100. So do zeros se 20 gaye. 2 zeros se 20 gaye. 6/1 by 4 is 6.25, right? Or do it like that. 4 into 6, 10. 4 is 24, 125. So we further simplify this. 50 into 25 by 4 into 2. So he gets 2 here. We get 25 here, right? Minus 50 into 2 is 100 and 4 minus 400. Further simplify this. So 25 into 25 is 625. Minus 400 is 225. So this is the gain what the person gained. No option 225. So is it the question gone? No. This is you calculated the SI for 2 years. So 1 year, for 1 year, what you need to do is 225 divide by 2. That is 112.5. Now see, is this the option? Yes, it is 112.5. So this is the way you do. अगर एग्जाम में यहाँ पे 225 सबसे पहला ऑप्शन होता, आप उसे क्लिक कर दे और आगे निकल जाते, बट उसने पूछा है द ट्रांजैक्शंस पर ईयर उसको कितना गेन हो रहा है 112.5. दैट इज इट. देन यू नीड टू डू दैट ओनली. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. हियर वी गो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 35. So this is the total amount we have received and this was the total amount invested. So the total amount received and total amount invested, what is the difference between them? The difference is the extra money earned, and that extra money is what? Interest. So first of all, we should find the SI, that is simple interest. So it is like 26350 minus 21250. So it comes 0 and 1 and 5. So 5100 is the rate interest. So we have simple formula. SI is equal to PRT by 100, right? So what is the principal amount? 21250. So write 21250 into what is rate of interest? Rate of interest if we need to calculate. And what is time? Time is 6 years. So write 6 here. Divide by 100. And what is the SI? That SI is 5100. So do one thing, don't do anything. Just R remains here. R remains here. So it is like 5100 into 100 divide by 21250 into 6. Now let's calculate this. Right. Okay, we go 0 by 0. So 2125. We have to calculate it like slowly. Well, we can do this one, right? 3 times. So 70, 1700. And it is like 2 times because 3 times I have calculated. 73 is 51. Right. And when we do it twice, so how much it is? 1700 by 2. So it will be like 850. Now, this divide by 5. So 21 is like 20. That is 4 times. Now we have got 12 here. So 2 times. 25 is 5 times. And this by 5 is 5 ones are 5. We got 35. 170. So again, then when you divide 850 by 5, you got 170. So 170 again you divide by 5, right? So when you divide this 170 by 5, it's like 3 times 15. And we have got 20, that is 4 times. And here we divide this by 5 again. So 42. 42 is like 40, 8 times and 85. So 85, 34. So we'll do one more, this cut. So 85 by 5 again 17. And we have got 2 times. So 17 into 34 is 2 times. So rate of interest is 4% per annum. Is there any option like this or near to this? So we have got 4% and we don't have any 4% per annum, but we have none of these. So final answer is none of these. But calculation, if you see that, I have calculated very simple manner. What I suggest you that if your calculation is good, if your calculation is fast, then do it directly. Like अगर आपको आता है आप 17 से डायरेक्ट कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, 35 से डायरेक्ट कैंसिल कर सकते हैं, 65 से कैंसिल कर सकते हैं. Do it like that. अगर आप नहीं कर सकते हैं तो आपके पास 2 ही रास्ते. You have just 2 options. One is, पहले तो I would strongly recommend that आप 100 तक की टेबल्स याद कर लीजिए. बिल्कुल सही सुना. अगर कंपटीशन एग्जाम की तैयारी करनी है तो 100 तक की टेबल्स याद कर लीजिए. बहुत सारे स्क्वायर्स और क्यूब्स याद कर लीजिए. अगर आप नहीं भी कर पाते हैं, अगर आप नहीं हो पा रहे हैं ना, तो भी डोंट गेट डीमोटिवेटेड. I am doing like this because the student which cannot learn table, अगर उसको टेबल नहीं याद हो पा रही है बहुत सारा करने के बाद भी, उसको भी पता चल जाए कि कैलकुलेशन बहुत टफ नहीं होती है अगर 1 से लेके 20 फर्स्ट 1 से लेके 20 तक की आपको टेबल याद है. You can do it. I know many of the students, I know many students from your side that like they will try to escape from maths. But अगर ऐसा method लगाओगे कभी escape नहीं करोगे. You will try to crack all the questions. Okay, so 4% is the answer. None of these is there. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 45. Okay, so this 6200 amounts to 9176 in 4 years at simple interest. If the interest rate is increased by 3%, it would amount to how much? See, first thing is 6200 is the principal amount and 9176 is the total amount. That is the 4 years total amount received. So this 9176, when you subtract 6200 from this, so we go 6, we go 7, then 11 minus 2. So that is 929. So we have got 2976 is the SI. So we have the formula of SI is equal to PRT by 100, right? So SI is 2976 is equal to what? Rate of interest we need to find out. Time is 4 years. Principal is 6200 divided by 100. So this 0 gone. Just calculate this. R is equal to 2976 divided by 4 into 62. Now we need to calculate this, right? So how should we go? Just calculate 4 times. So this 4 times when you calculate this, 7 is 28, 17 is 4 times 16, 744. Now 744, 62. 62 into 10 is 62, 620, 10 times. Then we have got 144 left. 62 into 2 is 124. So 124. So I guess 62 into 12 times if I do, it will be 744. Let's calculate 62 into 12. That is 2 into 2 is 4, 6 2s are 12. And then 62, we have got 4, we have got 4, we have got 7. So 12 times. So rate of interest is 12 times, right? Now, if this rate of interest is increased by 3%, so if it becomes 5%, SI we need to calculate on 6200 and the time is 4 years. Is it 4 years? Yes, it is. And it is 15 years now. 15 years, 15% because we got rate of interest at 12%. 12% increased by 3% got 15% and divide by 100. So 100 ko to hata do aap. 15 into 4. So 15 into 4, 60. So 62 into 60. 0 to yahan put kar lete hain. 6 2s are 12, 6 6 are 36, 37. So 3720 is the SI. This is SI and we need to calculate the total amount. So total amount is equal to SI plus principal amount. So 3720, 6200, we got 0, we got 2, we got 9 and we got 9. So is it 9920? Yes, it is. So simple question. ESIC had given this question, but we were calculating things. एग्जाम में यही अच्छी चीज है कि क्वेश्चन अगर समझ में आ जाए, कैलकुलेशन तो आप कर सकते हैं और कैलकुलेशन की स्पीड बढ़ाने के लिए व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज कैलकुलेट ऑल द टाइम. ट्राई टू कैलकुलेट. सी, आपके दिन में एक 45 मिनट्स का टाइम सिर्फ कैलकुलेशन को दीजिए. डू मोर एंड मोर कैलकुलेशन, डू मोर एंड मोर कैलकुलेशन. द मोर यू डू द फास्टर यू गेट, द मोर यू डू द फास्टर यू गेट. एंड ऑल्सो ट्राई टू रिमेंबर the tables of, say for example, not 100, then at least 50, at least 30, so that you get a faster result. Here we go, we move on to the next question. Question number 53. Let's see what does it say. The interest on a certain deposit at 4.5 PA is 202.5. in 1 year. How much will additional interest in 1 year be on the same deposit at 5%? So interest on a certain deposit, we don't know the deposit, so we have a formula called SI is equal to P into R into T divide by 100, right? Now what is to be done? SI is given 202.5. So 202.5 is equal to P. We need to calculate. And R is given 4.5. T is 1 and divide by 100. So we have a formula for P. P is equal to 100 into 202.5 divided by 4.5. Point to हटा देते हैं हम. Now 45. Let's do it by 15 first. So we get 5 here. Sorry, 3 here. We get 3 here. And 15. So 15, 20 is like ones. We get 552. We get 3 times 45. We got 75. So it's 5 times. Now 135 by 3. So we get 3 into 4. That is 12. So 15 is like 5 times 45. So principal is 4500. This 45 and it is 4500. Now we have got principal with us 4500. Rate of interest is 5% and time is 1. So we need to calculate SI is equal to PRT by 100, right? So what is PRT by 100? Principal is 4500. Rate of interest is 5. Time is not important for us. So 0 says 0 cancel. We get 45 into 5. So what is 45 into 5? 5 5s are 25. 2 is the carry. 5 4s are 22. So we got 225. So here we have two things, right? The one SI is 202.5 and other is 225.0. So what is the difference? The difference is 0 goes there. 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. It is 4 now. 4 minus 2 is 2 now. And this is 2. So 22.5. Is there any option 22.5? Yes, it is. So 22.5 is the additional interest in 1 year if the same deposit is for 5% rate of interest per annum. So this is the way. See, in this chapter, we will do certain type of questions in which we need to calculate PRT by 100, PRT by 100. You just need to know the exact meaning of the question. If you understand the question properly, if you understand the concept of that question, now you are not going to do it wrong. So let's move on to the next question. We have next question, question number 65 for us. A sum of money amounts to 5200 in 5 years and 5680 in 7 years at simple interest, right? So in 7 years, it is 5680. In 5 years, it is 5200. So if I subtract this 5680 minus 5200, 0 will be there, 8 will be there, 6 minus 2 is 480, right? That 480 is the interest of 2 years, if you understand this thing. In 7 years, the amount is 5680. And in 5 years, the amount is 5200. So 5th year, then 6th year, then 7th year. 2 years are added. 2 years are added and simple interest is added 2 times. One in the 6th year, one in the 7th year. So if we subtract the amount, we will find that the difference between them is the interest for 2 years. So for the 2 years, interest is like this. So how much is for 5 years? For the 5 years, we have got 480 divide by this 2 because it will be 1 year into 5, right? So what we'll do is 24. So 24 into 5. 5 4s are 20 and 5 2s are 10. And so 1200. So 1200 is the interest for 5 years. Now what we need to do? We need to calculate the rate of interest for the rate of interest per annum, right? So we have got SI is equal to PRT by 100, right? So what is SI? SI is given 1200. Principal amount is 5200 minus 1200, right? Because see, we have got 5200 as amount minus 1200 is the interest. So 5200 minus 1200 is 4000. So we'll write 4000 here. Rate of interest need to be calculated. T is 5 years by 100. So here we go. 5, just do first this thing. 5 into 120. So just divide 5 divided by 120. So it is like 2 times, then 20. So it is 24 times. 24 times. So 4 is like 6. So rate of interest is 6%. On the 6%, everything can be done. So is there any option called 6% in the answer? Yes, it is. Let me tell you, what did I do? I had 5200 for 5 years, right? So 5200 for 5 years and 5680 for 7 years. So when I subtracted this, I got simple interest for 2 years. Simple interest for 2 years is given. 5 years we need to calculate. Divide this by 2, get 1 year simple interest. Multiply it by 5, you get 240. 240 as the amount, right? Into 5 is 12, 120, 1200. This 1200 is 5 years interest. This 1200 is 5 years interest. So this is interest. This is the total amount. We can get the principal amount as 4000. Just subtract 5200 minus 1200. We will get 4000 as principal. So now we have principal, we have time, we have SI. Just do the simplification and get the 6% answer. Here we go. We move to the next question. Question number 82 we have. Simple interest on a certain sum at certain annual rate of interest is 1 by 9 of the sum. If the number of years representing the rate of percent and time is equal, what is the rate of interest, right? See, PRT by 100 is what actually I know. First thing I know. Now the simple interest is 1 by 9 of the sum, right? So, SI is given P by 9 because principal is that, and it is P into R we need to calculate, and R is the same because it is said the rate of interest and time, the numerical value is same, and this divide by 100. So we get one thing, P cancel out, we got R square here, right? R square here, 100 goes there, so it is like 100 by 9. So R is equal to root 100 by 9. We got 10 by 3. So 10 by 3 is 3, 1 by 3 because 3 into 3 is 9 plus 1, 10 by 3. So maybe 3, 1 by 3 or 10 by 3, whatever the answer we get. So we have got 3, 1 by 3. This is the way you do. So you need to understand the problem first. If you understand the problem, you know the concept, do the questions. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Here we go. Question number 101. 101 number question we have from SSC. Previous year question. If the annual rate of simple interest increases 10% to 12.5%, the man's yearly income increases by 1250. Principal is what? Right? We need to calculate principal. Do one thing. What we can do is annual rate of interest from simple interest of increase 10% to 12 years, yearly income, right? So this is 1250. So do one thing. SI1 minus SI2 is equal to 1250. What exactly is given for the 1 year? SI1 is 12.5, SI2 is 10 and this. So let's try to calculate this first. We have some principal into rate of interest into time upon 100 minus PRT by 100 is equal to 1250, right? Now this is 12.5, this is 10%. So we have got principal because this is asked, and then rate of interest is 12.5, right? So we can write 25 by 2 into T is 1, divide by this 100 minus 100 is still there, Principal we need to calculate. Rate of interest is 10 and time is 1 is equal to 1250 given. I have put all the values. Rate I have given, time is given, time is 1 year because annual income it is said. Right. So we have got, do one thing. Just do one thing. P 25p. 25p by 200 minus 10p by 100 is equal to 1250, right? So what we do is write 200 over here. We have got 25p minus 20p because 200 divided by 100 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 10 is got 1250, right? Okay, move on. So 25 minus 20 is 5p. So p 5p is equal to 200 into 1250. So we got this to this. So it is like, okay. So p is like 40, 1250. So p is equal to 1250 into 4, 1250, 1250, 2500, 12, 2500 plus 2500, 5000 and one more 0. So 50,000 is the amount. Is there any option near to 50,000? Where is the question? Here we go. We have 50,000 with us and that is our answer. Simple question, simple. You need to understand the concept. That is it. Again and again I am saying the same thing. You need to understand the concept and get to the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Here we go. We have a person invests money in 3 different schemes for 6 years, 10 years and 12 years. Now, how to do these type of questions? We have got 10%, 12% and 15% interest. At the completion, he gets the same interest. So SI1, SI2, SI3 is same. SI1 is equal to SI2 is equal to SI3, right? So do one thing, right? What we can do is, we got principal is same, invest in the person invests 3 schemes. We need to find the ratio of investment. Investment is not same, right? So P1, right? P1 into rate of interest is 10%, 6 years, divide by 100 is like for all. So just write it first time. Then SI2 is P2. Then SI2 is for 10 years. And the rate of interest is 12%. Divide by 100 is equal to SI3 is P3. P3 into rate of interest is 15% and time is 12 years, divide by 100. So all these 3 equations are equal. So just divide all this. Okay, 10, 10 and what we can do? Nothing. So we'll do 10, 5, 2 and 3. We'll go for 12, 12 and 66 into 2, 12. So here we are left with P1, sorry, not equal to. P1 is equal to 2P2 is equal to 3P3. Let's do that is equal to K. So if we say P1 is equal to K, P2 is equal to K by 2 and P3 is equal to K by 3, right? That we can do. Now what is asked? We have been asked P1 is to P2 is to P3. We have to calculate the ratio of their principals. So P1 is P1. So I write K. It is like K by 2. It is K by 3. So what to do? Just cancel out K first. We put 6 in there. So we got 6 is to 3 is to 2. So the ratio, final ratio is 6 is to 3 is to 2. Is there any option like 6 is to 3 is to 2? Yes, we have. Option number D. So it is also a previous year question, and in this way, you can do all the questions you need. So here we are. We are here for data sufficiency type question. फ्रेंड्स डेटा सफिशिएंसी टाइप के क्वेश्चन जो हैं पिछले हर चैप्टर में ऑलमोस्ट आ रहे हैं, तो यू नो इट वेरी वेल। मुझे बार बार बताने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी कि डेटा सफिशिएंसी टाइप क्वेश्चंस क्या होते हैं। नाउ यू नो इट वेरी वेल। एक लाइन जो मैं हर वीडियो में बोला हूं, मैं फिर बोल रहा हूं, आपको आंसर की जरूरत नहीं है। यू डोंट नीड द आंसर, व्हाट एग्जैक्ट आंसर यू गेट, you just need to know which data will give you the answer, which data will land you to the answer, which data will guide you to the answer. That is what you require. So here we go. We have question number 2 with us. Simple interest on a sum of money is rupees 50. What is the sum? So we have SI with us. SI is given. SI is given. I'm sorry. And we need to find out the sum. We need to find out the principal amount, right? Interest rate is 10%. So PRT by 100 and SI is that. So SI is given, P is to find out, but rate is given. So only rate is not sufficient. The sum earned simple interest in 10 years. So time is also given. So rate is here, time is here, SI is here. You can find out the sum. So again I am saying answer kya aayega, don't even try to calculate, because we have P R T by 100, SI given hai, R given hai, T given hai, koi bhi calculation lagayenge point mein hi aayega, but answer will sure come. So answer is 1 plus 2, that means E. That answer will come by together of data 1 and 2. Here we go to the next question. A man borrowed a total sum of this. So the total amount is rupees 24,000. The money lenders, and from one loan he paid interest at 7.5% per annum, and for the second he paid 9% per annum, right? How much money did he borrow at each rate? We need to find both the rates, both the money from A and from B. How much money did he get? Usko alag alag jagahon se kitna paisa mila, right? The first is the sum of their interest after 1 year was 2025. So the sum of interest is given. See, sum of interest is given. Total amount is given. So if, say for example, if it is A, one is A, the second will be 24,000 minus A. And what we can do is A का इससे और 2400 minus A का उससे निकाल के sum को इसके बराबर कर देंगे, A आ जाएगा तो B आ जाएगा. So first data is sufficient for sure, right? Second, the interest on one sum was twice that on the other sum. This is also given. So what we can do is x and 2x. The total will be 3x. This will be 3x, and that is also given. That is in the proportion. See, interest is always in proportion to their percentage. See, x and 2x is given. So what we can do is x का जो percentage है ना, वो यहाँ से निकाल सकते हैं. Say for example 7.5% of this, and other is say for example यहाँ पे again one amount is A and other amount is 2400 minus A. So x की value A से निकाल देंगे इस percentage से, और 2x की वैल्यू इससे निकालेंगे 24,000 माइनस a इंटू 9% से. सो दोनों की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं. t कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा, इधर और इधर की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, a की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, एंड व्हाट इज दैट इज व्हाट यू वांट. सो सेकंड इज आल्सो सफिशिएंट इंडिविजुअली. बोथ आर सफिशिएंट इंडिविजुअली. आंसर इज C. दैट इज द आंसर. वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Here we go. It is bank PO question 2009 previous year. What is the rate of interest PCPA? We have to find the rate percentage per annum. Rate of interest. R we need to find out. The amount double itself in 10 years. The amount doubles. So say for example sum is that, and some SI. So SI is equal to PRT by 100. So we have been given the time 10 years. We need to find the rate, and we need P and SI. So P and SI, one equation is given that the amount doubles itself. Double itself means SI is equal to P. Then only it will be done. So SI is equal to P and P gets cancelled out. So only rate can be found out. So first data is sufficient. No issues. The simple interest except accrued in 5 years is rupees 5,000. So SI is equal to PRT by 100. So time is given, SI is given, and rate we need to find out. But what is the principal? We don't know. So if we don't know the principal, we don't know the rate. So second is insufficient. Only data 1 will give the answer, because इससे तो हम निकाल लेंगे फॉर्मूले से. इससे हमें दो इक्वेशन दे रखी है जिसका अननोन नहीं मालूम है. So this cannot be found out, right? This cannot be. So only data 1 is sufficient. Let's move on to the next question. See, we'll do some questions. We have done all the questions. What I want to tell you is, do all the remaining questions, because all the remaining questions will give you the confidence. मैं आज इतने question कर रहा हूँ ना, see, this will give me confidence. If you want your confidence, just do all the questions, so that आपको इतना confidence हो जाएगा कि एग्जाम में कैसा भी question इस टॉपिक से रिलेट करता आएगा, मे बी इट इज डेटा सफिशिएंसी और एनी अर्थमेटिक क्वेश्चन, यू विल श्योरली डू. सो बहुत अच्छे से प्लान करके एस चांद इज हेयर फॉर यू ऑल विद दिस वीडियो सोल्यूशन. और आप तक सीमित न रखिए ना इसे. डोंट कीप इट टू योर सेल्फ ओनली, जस्ट पास इट टू ऑल योर फ्रेंड्स, all your friends in your network, so that sharing is caring. They will feel that you care for them. If they feel that you care for them, they will surely send you something in return, and you will get something also. Other thing is, if you have landed to this page, this video, you must subscribe to this channel, because if you have landed to this page, this is very useful for you all. And if it is useful for you, there are many such videos in this channel, all useful for you. So for more video solutions, do subscribe. Let's move on to question number 9. What is the principal sum? The sum amount to 690 in 3 years at SI. The sum amounts to 750 in 5 years at SI. The rate of interest is 5%. We need to find out the sum. Okay, the sum amounts to 690. That means we have sum plus interest is equal to this. So sum plus interest is given, time is given, rate is not given. So what should I do? See, if we have 1 and 3, we have all the 3. So if we have 1 and 3, we can find the answer. If we have 1 and 2, if we have 2 and 3, if we have 2 and 3, it is same as 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 is equivalent to second and 3, because it says the same thing. In 5 years is this, in 3 years is this, and the rate of interest is this. So rate of interest, time, amount, everything is given. So if everything is given, you can find out the sum. No issue at all. If we have these two. So if you remember, we did a question. 3 years का ये है, 5 years का ये है. इन दोनों से 2 years का निकाल सकते हैं ओनली इंटरेस्ट. 2 years का इंटरेस्ट निकाल देंगे, डिवाइड बाई 1 कर देंगे, तो वो आ जाएगा 1 year का इंटरेस्ट. इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा, इसमें से माइनस कर देंगे तो आंसर आ जाएगा. सो दैट इज द वे यू नीड टू डू. सो फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड इज ऑल्सो सफिशिएंट. सो ऑल 3, दैट मीन्स एनी 2 of the 3 इज सफिशिएंट टू फाइंड आउट द आंसर. विदाउट यूजिंग पेन हमने क्वेश्चन को देख के बता दिया, एंड दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ डेटा सफिशिएंसी. आपको हर क्वेश्चन में पेन चलाने की जरूरत नहीं है, जस्ट दिमाग चलाइए, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो यहाँ पे हमारा एक और चैप्टर हम लोग फिनिश करते हैं, एक और वीडियो सोल्यूशन फिनिश करते हैं, एंड आई एम वेरी मच श्योर दैट यू ऑल आर मोटिवेटेड नाउ. यू विल डू ऑल द रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चंस, जिससे कि आपको कॉन्फिडेंस मिलेगा. सो बाय फॉर नाउ, सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. थैंक यू एंड टेक केयर.